Hey everybody, this is Stark23x from the Utterly Average Gamer channel, and I just wanted to do a quick little base build situation. Trying to come up with something that could be called AFK, that is slightly different from other AFKs, and also, obviously, this is made out of a huge amount of steel, so this is not a reasonable thing to build until later game, or with a large group that can do the mining. It's pretty ridiculous. But that was kind of the point, was to start with something ridiculous and then see how we could make it more real. So I may be doing that in the future. But let me just shut the fuck up and show you what's going on here. Okay, so first of all, zombies come in from every direction, and they automatically want to jump down into the pit because this is the only path up. So they go down into the pit, and I just put these lights in just for, so we could see from up top. Because, it gets dark on Horde night. This is the path. So they come up here. They come up from a bunch of different directions. I left this open just in case they're coming from here and they get stuck and they want to jump up. You can see I've been testing. There's a little block damage here and there. But the most important thing is that they don't destroy this stuff. I tried to give them as many ways up to this path as possible and then make it obstructionless to a certain extent until they get to here, which I went to the halves because when they pile up and start pushing on each other, they fall off and start the loop all over again. But then eventually they'll come around and they'll come up. And when they do, we got this little bad boy right here, and we got this one here. They're currently sitting with a stack of 5,000 rounds each. That is a lot. I also have mods installed here in case you couldn't tell. That's a lot, but honestly, you could probably get by with vanilla stacks if you filled the whole thing and you had someone who was on refilling this one. This one's going to run out when it runs out if you don't have giant stack sizes. But you could get to this one, and I'll show you that in a moment. They keep coming up. They come around. Again, lights are just for my personal edification. I like to see what I'm doing. We got the punchy. Once they get up here, I don't care if they want to hop up on this block or follow the full path or however they stack up here and get up, whatever. Punchy's going to get them. This is a pretty good layout for how it's going to work. What's going on with the path? Well, they step up on the half block, and that's so that Punchy can punch upward and send them flying. I guess it's just my standard thing now for demolishers so that Punchy doesn't set off their button. But that doesn't really matter when you have so many SMGs going off. Demolisher's button's going to get set off. Anyway, so we come here, and now we're stuck on this pole. Some of them will run around it. Some of them will try to hop it. They have another one there, and they have to do the same thing. Now this door, I threw this door in because I saw this used in other designs over the years. And I thought, well, what if I want to disconnect the path for just a second, even though that's going to send them into a frenzy down there. They'll start beating on walls and trying to dig a tunnel. But you can, is the point. If you want to disconnect the path, you just open the door. Zombies do not see the outside edge of these doors as walkable, even though you can walk it. Problem was I couldn't get the door to stay up because it needs support from underneath. So what I did was I did this red pole, you can see, and it stops there and it looks like it's free floating, but that's because the door is taking up the space right here in the block. And then I ended up having to run this second pole from underneath the final path block to support this end of it. So it sort of looks like it's being supported by this and being stuck to the wall. It is not. If the stuff underneath it wasn't there, it would simply fall. So anyway, that's how the fucking door works. That's a lot of words about the door. Roof is the usual. We got a hatch access. We got the bird turret. We got bars. We're good. Let's go inside. Okay. So this is the kill zone. It's big enough for 3 comfortably. Potentially 4 people, I would think. It's got an emergency, oh shit, I need to heal. Boom. Cop spit, etc. They can't get to you. So we got that going on. And you can shoot dogs or what have you that come up to the thing. This controls all the turrets. That's a way to block this, because spider monkeys like to jump in there. And then they beat on the door and I gotta go deal with them. But this is for me. This may not be useful for other players, but this is for me. So I love Molotovs, but I often set myself on fire with them. If I tried to sit here and throw these Molotovs through this little window, number one, I'm not going to get it down to where all the zombies are to catch on fire and do some damage. Number two, I'm going to miss over and over and over again and set myself on fire. So you'll notice that there's water on my hotbar. Yeah, there's a reason for that. So anyway, I built myself a little Romeo and Juliet balcony here. So what's underneath? Well, we go down here and we've got our, generator and some boxes and land claim. And this is, it's an auto repair system. You put stuff in it and it's not working because I have broken blocks and they should be, I don't care. Whatever. Not important. We got the generator. We've got boxes. We've got another lower section where we can come down here. We can put our little friend Shooty Shoots down. That's not technically AFK if I come down here to pick him up and refill him. On a regular day, when you're not trying to be AFK, this would be great. You bring him down here. You put him down. He does shooting at the beginning of the path above ground. You can pop down here and pick him up and refill him whenever you want. It's awesome. I should put a hatch on that. There you go. So that's how that works. But you can also just do that. And then you can go stand over here and wait for stuff to happen. I just had a thought. If I put a turret... Yeah, I should put a turret watching this balcony. Well, whatever. Next time. So, that's how the base works. We got the column. They fall into the pit. They come up the column. They try to make the path. Odds are most of them are not going to get anywhere near. Honestly, this is too much obstruction, too much hopping. The bar's too thin. Their balance is off. I don't think we're going to get many takers at the window, if I'm being honest. I guess what we do is we run it and we find out, right? All right. Let's do a night 700 horde. See what happens. Okay. So the goal here is not to fire a shot. I've got stuff. I'm ready to go if need be. But the goal is to not do any of it. We just sit here and we do nothing but refill things. Oh my god. I forgot I turned AI off. You guys out there? There we go. Here they come. Oh, demolishers already too. In fact, you know what? Nothing in my hands. Just letting the base do the work. I tell you what we'll do. I'll jump back in if anything important happens. And we'll just montage this shit. Fast forward begins 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna move him, and the reason I'm gonna move him is I'm thinking he might have a chance. Yeah, he might have an angle on the balcony in case a spider monkey does spider monkey things. Do you guys want to go and see what's happening? All right, let's go see. It looks like they're getting just about ground level and just no... Oh, cop just blew up. Hey guys, how's it going? I don't see a body or bags or anything above ground level, so I don't think anyone's made it past this section right here. But let's watch. The headshots, though. Turrets are little snipers, aren't they? I think another cop just blew up. No one has made it past this. So where are they all falling? Because not very many are making it around this corner. Yeah, it's those half blocks. It just keeps them looping. Now remember, this is just us watching. I don't even have a weapon in my hand. So when you're in this mode where the camera's disconnected, you can still shoot and affect things, which is, you know, dumb, considering I'm up there and I can go down in the pit, shoot these guys, but we do not have a weapon equipped. We have not fired a single shot. Not one. Hey, bud. Wait, those cops keep taking it in the back and getting angry to the point of explosion? And then doing my work for me. That's awesome. It's like an extra trap. By the time they make it around, they've been shot so many times they blow up. I wonder if they're doing damage to blocks. Let's go look at the main part of the path. Oh, I don't like that. But the path, they seem to be getting mad at support blocks, but not the actual path itself. It's not 100, but if the path breaks, the space breaks. They just fall into the pit and get super mad and start beating holes. That's either damage from testing or SMG. It's got to be testing, because no one's made it that far. Look at this. Okay, come on, buddy. Surely you can figure it out. Nope. No, you can't. So they don't like that right there. Spider monkeys get stuck right there, huh? Okay, that's definitely turret damage. Not one zombie has made it up here. This is a Night 700 Horde. You can see what's going on. Plenty of demos, plenty of irradiateds. Not one zombie has made it to this block. All right. I know it's cheesy, but why not, right? I shouldn't be able to do that in this disconnected camera, but who knows the programming reason behind it, so whatever. Is anyone gonna make it to here? I feel like if someone could clear this corner right here, they're gonna make it to the top. Now, I don't think they're gonna make it to the path, because old Punchy there does a hell of a job. All right. Fast forward. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, look at this. Look at old boy. Ha ha ha. He made it all the way up and Punch did his job. Nice. Let's just keep watching. 3, 2, 1. Let's take a peek at how much ammo we got. So they all started with even stacks of 5, so plenty of ammo left. Again, I have mods for stack sizes. I built this build world on the same install that we're using for the Duo series, so all the mods that are there are here. That being said, I think you could probably keep the turret internally fed, no problem, all night. That one, you could probably build a system now. I mean, there's no reason I couldn't build a way from in here to go up to that turret and be able to interact with it. You know, just protect it with a door or something, vault door or something like that. Or, in reality, I could have given up on the idea of putting Shooty down here and just put that turret right in next to this one. And then both of them would be accessible, no problem, as with the roof turret, and you wouldn't need to be in God mode to reach them. At some point I'm gonna have to jump in and start killing them. When I stop seeing fresh spawns, I think is probably the move. So when I stop seeing fresh spawns come up, that's when I have to move in and clean house. Otherwise the Horde night will never be over in the morning. They'll just loop and loop and loop until eventually the base kills them all. Fast forwarding in 3, 2, 1. Alright, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I am still seeing fresh spawns, but I sort of want to know when that stops. So let's do some killing. When we stop seeing zombies stream in, we know that Horde night is technically over and it's just cleanup at that point. Oh boy. Well, we're nowhere near over yet, obviously. I don't actually remember the rules all the time, so I'm assuming night 700 or, you know, probably past anything past night 50, 60, 70. Doesn't end till 4, right? That's my guess. I don't know that I've ever, on a late stage Horde night, really noticed when they stop spawning. I just keep fighting until all the zombies are dead, you know? A lot easier throwing Molotovs when you're floating in the air in God mode, I'll tell you what. You know what? Let's go back to our body. Reverse the process. Bada bing. Okay. And let's use the Molotov throwing balcony that I so lovingly crafted. Ooh, I just saw, what do you call them? White. I don't think I've seen them yet tonight. Saving that for the tail end, huh? Weird. I'll take it. So this isn't 100% AFK, obviously, but that would be really boring to watch, right? So I was trying to give you something to look at anyway. But you could see how it could be. I didn't have to interact with any of this. And they're still climbing up, which means the path is still viable out there. Okay, ready for me doing stupid stuff like I always do? There we go. I couldn't see over that lip to get down there. That's what we wanted. Here's another thing. Exploding arrows are so overpowered. Okay, so day's over. So, how long would it take? I can't believe one of those whites, the irradiated whites, hasn't made it up. You'd think they'd tank enough hits. I love these exploding arrows. Did I ever finish my sentence? I don't know if I finished my sentence or not. Exploding arrows are very, very overpowered right now. And actually, they were in Alpha 19 as well. They're not easy to get to always. You know, you got other priorities. But if you learn the recipe, the book, whatever it is, early, use them. Like, really, think about using them, because holy lord. You could do an entire Night 700 Horde in a base like this that doesn't have the fancy tower in the pit, you could do the whole freaking thing with just exploding arrows. It's ridiculous. And they don't have to be crossbow either. I just like the crossbow. I see you. I see her. So yeah, the cleanup. Cleanup is something. Alright, so how can we expedite this? We can go downstairs. And we can drop that bad boy right cha. You know, we can also fight from here. Which is another way that this base could accommodate larger groups. Was that? No, that's still got 2,700 rounds in it. So oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. This was just a demonstration of the damn base. I'm not trying to fight screamers all day. Good lord. Alright, I'm turning AI back off. Alright. Okay, let's go inspect things and see what happened. You saw one, literally one, irradiated spider monkey made it to this top peak and got his ass kicked right back off. Everyone else failed. I think we saw in the very, very end some people make it right around here and then just get laid out. But most of them never made it. They never made it past, you know, kind of here. They jump up and then the turrets would clip their heads. And a lot of them didn't make it past here. But what do we got? Oh, look at that. Oh, they started wrecking shit down here. They got mad? All the bags are underneath? That's funny. So that's not great. You could probably mitigate some of this by double flooring. I mean, if you're already spending this much steel and this many blocks, you know, why not take it even further? Be more ridiculous. Triple floor it, you know, who knows, whatever. Some of them are probably going to drop in. They're going to dig too much and they're going to drop in. They're going to get stuck down here and they're just going to start wailing on it, which could end up disrupting the tower at some point. But it worked like a charm, and it would have worked a lot better if I had spent every minute throwing throwables down that hole and taking shots at people and whatnot. So, didn't see any birds though. Weird. And what we're going to do next is I am going to build an actual, real, legitimate, economical version of this concept, which is a concept we're currently using in our Duo series, which if you haven't seen that, you should go see that. It's going to be awesome and it's going to be epic and it's going to go on for a while. So don't worry about getting invested in it and then the story ends because we accidentally we're not playing permadeath. If you haven't seen our Duo series, you should be watching the Duo series. You should like, you should subscribe, you should comment, you should thumbs up, you should share, you should do YouTube algorithm things because Lord knows we can't actually just find things naturally anymore. YouTube has to I could go on a rant here, but I won't. Again, gonna build an economical version of this path system, something that's very reasonable, and we'll make that the next base build video. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Please tune into the Duo series. I promise you, this thing is going to be... You know what? I'm just going to hype it. I'm going to say it right here, right now. No one else has ever done what we are going to do in this series in the 7 Days to Die space on YouTube. It simply hasn't happened yet. And that is all the information I'm going to give you. I'm telling you, this thing is going to be epic. You gotta tune in. So like, subscribe, share, comment, do all the things. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Stark2the X. Peace!